What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. I opened my browser today and seen all kinds of news about this place called Sloth World. Now, at first, you hear Sloth World, sounds like, wow, fucking amazing, a place full of sloths, but I'm not here to tell you anything, cheery today, or at least right now, because Sloth World hasn't opened, and it never will, because of this piece of shit Ben Agresta. Not sure if I pronounced it wrong, nor do I give a fuck if I did, because this dude is an extremely worthless piece of shit. I mean, the shit that came out of my asshole this morning was more valuable than this man, and I haven't been able to find a picture of him. I wouldn't either if I killed 31 or 32 sloths. Was it, I think it's 31 that froze to death because of this piece of shit. Now he will say, or he says, and he'll probably still continue to say that, no, it was some type of disease, ooh, but that doesn't math right. Sure, they could have a disease, but you're still responsible for taking care of them, you fucking retard. I mean, if you can't take care of them, then why did you get them? If the warehouse that you were storing them at didn't have electricity, you couldn't pay for electricity for that building, should you have had possession of the slots? No. And this was obviously in Florida because, well, that's where pieces of shit are made. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get political, but yeah, let's see, New York, they're pretty shitty too. That's where the piece of shit in the White House is, but I'll refrain from politics because I'm not really political, I don't believe in it, but yeah, this dude literally had a warehouse full of sloths, and 31 of them froze to death because he was irresponsible. He was probably that one kid that get told to feed the dog and just let it slip his mind, and now you got a dead dog because you let it starve to death, or you let your goldfish starve to death. He's that kind of guy. And there's nothing about him being arrested. I mean, a normal person would see 31 dead sloths as 31 counts of animal cruelty, but what do you expect from a state where child predators, love to mingle and shit, because that's what Florida is. It's like the child predator capital. And what do we get out of the child predator capital? Horrible shit, not just predatory behavior against children, but you get people who freeze sloths to death. And I don't know, if there was like a little trolley problem that involved people and animals, you can save 5 people or 5 animals, I'm gonna choose to save the fucking 5 animals. Without a fucking second thought. I mean, especially if Ben was in there and his family, I'd have that fucker, that conductor just reverse that shit and... But, if you have a picture of this Ben Agresta dude. Be sure to send it in my Instagram. I'm more than positive it's in my YouTube bio, but you know, this dude, he doesn't deserve to take another breath, because he didn't let the other, you know, the sloths take another breath. He took that away. Imagine being confined in a warehouse where you just die. That's the last thing you remember, is some industrial building with cages, and that's the last thing you see. Now I think about it, it sounds very familiar. I can't think of it, so that's what a comment section's for. But yeah, it's, I don't know, I just wanted to let y'all know that there are pieces of shit like that. And here, let's switch to the article.
More than 24 sloths, set to be part of a new attraction in Orlando, are dead. FWC documented the discovery in a newly released report.
West 2's Christina Watkins found one Central Florida family who's now trying to get hundreds of dollars back.
This is Brendan Mark. He has a name for all 12 of his sloths.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think I like where this is going. Okay, let's continue and see where this goes. I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't like kids, but nobody deserves to have their hearts broken over somebody's stupidity.
His mom says the Brevard County 11-year-old loves them and couldn't wait for the chance to see them in person when Sloth World opens on International Drive in Orlando. They surprised him on his birthday in March with tickets to the upcoming attraction. What do you love about sloths?
Sloths are more adorable.
Even though they're Brendan's favorite animal, the family says their plans to visit are no longer in place after finding out at least 31 sloths are dead.
I am done. I'm heartbroken.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you think the kid knows? But I think he knows.
Broken for my son. But I'm legitimately just flabbergasted, and I'm heartbroken for the sloth that died.
According to this report from FWC, 21 sloths for this exhibit came to Florida from Guyana in December 2024, another 10 from Peru in February 2025. They kept them in this warehouse on I-Drive, less than 5 minutes away from Sloth World. The report states in December, when the temperatures dropped to the mid-40s in Orlando, the warehouse did not have any electricity, but it was, quote, too late to cancel the shipment. Ultimately, FWC says the sloths died from, quote, cold stun.
So, is this Ben dude like homeless or something? Like, is Ben Agresta a homeless junkie or some shit? Because I'm pretty sure he could have just taken all the cages home and set it up somewhere in his house to keep them warm, where he most likely has electricity. How is it fair that these sloths get no heat, but he does? If I were him, I would have taken them home. I mean, I don't know if it's like really legal, but I'm pretty sure the sloths are like technically his property, but I would have taken them home and make sure they're warm, unlike this fucking retard who's probably inbred or some shit. God damn.
The report states 2 others from Peru were dead when they arrived. The other 8 passed away from, quote, poor health issues.
It sounds like they were trying to put on a mask and then eventually
break it and then profit and then just run.
Wesh 2 reached out to Sloth World and received this automated message.
We anticipate opening towards the end of April 2026.
The Mark family says even if they open, they no longer want to support this business, and they hope to get their nearly $300 back.
Like, I don't even know how we're going to overcome backlash. So many people are upset about all this.
Covering Orange County and Orlando, Christina Watkins, Wesh 2 News.
Now, state leaders are chiming in on the deaths of these sloths, including Congressman Maxwell Frost, who said he's appalled by the news. In a post on Facebook, Frost says he's looking into the tragedy and will coordinate with local officials to figure out how to best move forward.
Well, I mean, they could probably move forward by throwing dude in prison and throwing the key away. You know, nobody like this deserves to be free. It's just absolutely disgusting how this man, as far as I'm aware, hasn't faced any consequences because, like I said earlier, that any normal person would see 31 deaths like that as 31 counts of animal cruelty, because that's pretty much exactly what that is. It's animal cruelty. How the fuck is it fair for him to have electricity and heat while these fucking innocent creatures didn't have that opportunity? What sense does that make? I hope the worst for him and his family. I really do. I hope if he has children, they get smacked by a bus or something. Or hit by a semi-truck, or I don't know and I don't care, but I hope the worst for this Ben Agresta dude and his family. Because anyone who associates with this man after this is a worthless piece of shit as well. It's just disgusting how something like this could fucking happen. Like I said, imagine waking up or you're just spending your last fucking hours in a warehouse, a dark warehouse, with no electricity, no heat, no nothing. I would be surprised if they were getting fed, to be honest. I really would be surprised, because neglect is neglect. There's no way around it. You know, just like diddling a child is diddling a child. There's no way around it. You're still a fucking sick freak. So I hope Florida does the right thing for once in their disgusting little lives, because honestly, this dude doesn't deserve freedom. He doesn't deserve what he didn't provide the sloths. You know, it's bullshit. You always see these Florida man newses and shit, you know, Florida man stories, and it's ridiculous. Like, the normal thing, you know, the appropriate thing to do would be to flatten Florida, wipe it off the map. You know, if I were in control of the U.S. and I knew Florida had such a disgusting, any state had a disgusting reputation, like being the place where child predators, you know, live, or the child predator hotspot or whatever, because I would wipe it off the map to do my country good, you know, do good for my country, keep them safe. But Florida, this man is just complete human garbage. I wouldn't be surprised if his mother tried aborting his ass and it was a failed abortion, and that's why he's the way he is. But people like this do not deserve to live. They don't deserve to at least live freely. Because this is just disgusting. Like, who thinks that, oh, well, it's too late to cancel the shipment, so, well, we're not going to call the power company and try to get electricity, or whatever. And apparently this extension cord was ran to the building next door, but first off, that's probably illegal. Not too sure, but... And second off, it obviously didn't work. So, if Florida had any form of decency whatsoever, it wasn't just filled with child predators, they would arrest this man and have his ass prosecuted. I mean, to the fullest extent, too. Because this shit is unacceptable. What people, especially politicians like this, and people in general, don't really know, a lot of people don't realize is, if you do nothing about it, then this Ben Agresta dude's probably going to be like, oh, I can get away with killing animals the way I want to. I could get away with freezing them to death. Oh, amazing. It's like tech companies, the ones that sell your data to third-party companies and shit, and you don't exclusively consent to it. Like, who the fuck reads the fine print? Who the fuck reads the agreements? I want everybody who reads the agreements of any service you use or website, doesn't matter. I want everybody who reads the agreements to comment in my comment section. And I really doubt I'll have any, because nobody does. It's the same thing like taking 10% of Spectrum's it's not even 10, it's like very low. It's 0 points, or I think. They take such a small amount of revenue. It's just like pennies to them because they make so much. Like and subscribe if you think this guy deserves to die.